am here with a special edition of Healthy, Fit, and Strong, and we are interviewing Max Schrager. Max is a junior at Bethel Park High School, and Max is a Jewish descent, and Max wants to talk to us a little bit today about his Jewish holiday of Hanukkah and how he celebrates it. Welcome today, Max.
Thank you, Mrs. Taylor.
Yes. Max, can you tell us a little bit about what Hanukkah is or what it means to you?
So Hanukkah is supposed to be the celebration of this event that happened in the Torah where they burned oil for 8 nights. And on those 8 nights, it's basically like a Jewish Christmas. And we light a menorah for each night with the middle candle. And then we sing songs, and then we get presents.
Nice. And you light the lights, is it one light a night?
Yeah, it's one night.
And what kind of presents do you get?
Anything. It's like you ask for something and maybe you'll get it.
Oh, so you make a list?
Yeah, it's like
so kind of
Christmas.
like you make a list to Santa, but not to Santa.
Exactly.
Interesting. And who do you give this list to?
I give these lists to my parents.
So your parents are in on the scoop.
Well, basically there is no figure.
I understand. So there is no figure in the Jewish holiday of Hanukkah.
Right.
Okay. And what is the celebration that you are celebrating?
We're celebrating the miracle of the Maccabees.
Please tell me what that's about, because I have no idea. Maybe the viewers at home have no idea. So let's talk to them about what that is.
So, Judah Maccabee, and they were trying to find light, and the oil miraculously burned for 8 nights in a row.
I understand. Were they trying to find their way through something? Is that why they needed the oil lamp, or why were they burning the oil?
There was some sort of conflict.
There was a conflict, so they were burning the oil as a symbolization of something?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And tell me what you do around Hanukkah to celebrate.
Well, we do anything from decorating our house to like singing different songs, like traditional songs.
You as a family do that in your home, or a larger group of family do it?
We do it in our home.
I understand. Okay, so when I have driven around at Christmas, I love to look at the Christmas lights. I can tell the Jewish family houses by the menorah. Is it a menorah that's in your window?
Yeah, the menorah.
And other than that, I don't know of any other Hanukkah decorations there are. So please explain to me how you decorate your house for Hanukkah.
Well, we mainly decorate the interior of the house, and we put like this big like hanger, and it has like dreidels on it, just like little decorations. And our menorahs are like special, like they have like little toys on them from when I was a kid, and some of them are just like very traditional menorahs, like gold, bronze.
This is very, very interesting. Let's take a step back. So you said there's a hanger. So you mean there's like a string that you hang things, or
It's
is
like
it metal?
it's like a clothing line. It's just like
A
just says Happy
clothesline.
Hanukkah.
And it says Happy Hanukkah. And from there you say there's dreidels on there.
Yeah,
How many dreidels would you say is on there?
probably like 8 or something.
8? Would that symbolize the 8 nights?
Possibly.
Possibly. Okay. And a dreidel is, tell everybody what a dreidel is.
A dreidel is a game that you play with this top thing that you spin, called the dreidel.
And how do you play the game?
And so if you land on the certain Hebrew letters, you get points. And if you get the Hebrew letter Gimel, then you win. And you get chocolate called gelt.
What if I spin and get it right the first time? Is the game over?
You just get gelt. You just get chocolate.
Chocolate.
Yeah.
And do you only play this game around Christmas time, around Hanukkah time, around December time? When do you play this game?
During Hanukkah. During the week.
No other time of the year?
No.
Okay. So the song Dreidel, 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 with Dreidel I Shall Play, is more of a Hanukkah song and a Hanukkah celebration.
Right.
Yes, yes. And then you said that there's also little toys on there. What other toys would be on there? Toys from your childhood?
Yeah, like little people on the menorah and like a Mickey Mouse fire truck menorah.
And those are from when you were little?
Yeah.
Are they from previous Hanukkahs that you put up to celebrate in remembrance of years gone by? Or are they just small toys from your childhood that you hang up in celebration of times gone by?
They're just bought from a store that they were given to us as kids.
I understand. So when you look upon the draping of the dreidels and the toys, how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel like a kid again.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
So it brings forth a feeling of nostalgia and a sweet feeling of innocence and happiness, a feeling of camaraderie and of family. Am I correct in those assumptions?
Yeah, you're correct.
Do you want to add anything more to that about the feelings that you feel towards that time of year?
It's like nostalgic to when I was younger.
Yeah. And I'm sure that your parents both help you celebrate in decorating the house?
Yeah.
Yeah. And talk to me more about the menorahs, because this fascinates me. So a menorah can be made of what substance? It holds 8 candles?
Yeah, well, it holds 9 spots, but we only count 8 candles because the middle candle is called the menage or something.
That's very interesting. So you only light the 8 candles out of the 9?
You light the shamash, it's called the shamash, the middle candle, and you light that one first, and then you light all the other candles with that one. So you go from left to right.
And then at the end of Hanukkah, all the candles are lit?
Yeah.
And a total of how many candles will be lit?
A total of 9, but we only count 8.
Why do you only count 8?
Because the middle candle is like supposed to represent God.
I understand. And what are these menorahs made of? You mentioned that some of them are made from brass or gold.
Yeah, they're just made
Real
from-
brass, real gold?
Yeah.
Oh my.
And they were given to like my dad during his bar mitzvah as like gifts.
How special. How big would you say these menorahs are?
Probably about like this big.
Mm-hmm. So they were given to your dad as gifts for his bar mitzvah, and then he passed them down as a tradition for the family to celebrate.
Right, yeah.
Were you given one at your bar mitzvah?
I was not, no.
Okay, so this was just a special gift just for your dad.
Yeah.
And how many menorahs do you have in your house?
Probably about 4, maybe 6.
Mm-hmm. And does each Jewish household have a specific amount of menorahs, or does it matter?
It doesn't matter.
So kind of like a Christmas tree, it doesn't matter how many Christmas trees you have in your home kind of thing.
Right.
Right. And do you put them in the window?
We have one that's electronic that's in the window.
Now may I ask, do you know the reason why you put it in the window? Is it to welcome people or symbolize your faith? Or is it back in the olden days people would put a menorah in the window for any particular reason?
I think it's to symbolize the faith.
I understand. So when people look upon your home, it is a feeling of pride of your religion and a celebration of your holiday.
Right, yeah.
Yes. Tell me about some of your favorite memories from Hanukkah.
Probably in 2016 when my grandparents from Cali came in when I celebrated it.
By Cali, you mean California?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And they came in, they celebrated. Tell me a little bit about those memories.
Well, that was during the year of my bar mitzvah, and it was very special because everyone was celebrating me.
You got your own special year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And what other special memories do you have related to Hanukkah?
I don't know.
Are there any other traditions that you practice? Do you bake cookies?
No, we sometimes eat like latkes.
You eat the latkes or you prepare them?
We prepare them or just eat them.
Now when you say we, do you actually prepare them, Max?
No, I
No.
don't. My
Your mom prepares
does.
the latkes.
My mom
And
or
then
grandma.
you help eat the latkes.
I have to eat them.
Are they good?
They're good.
Tell the people at home what a latke is. I even don't know.
A latke is a potato pancake.
That is complete opposite from what I thought it was.
What do
You
you
know what I
think it
thought it was? I thought it was like a cannoli kind of thing.
Oh, really?
No. So it's a potato pancake?
Yeah.
Are they
it's-
sweet or are they savory?
I don't know what savory means.
Salty.
They're just like a French fry.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. And can you tell me a little bit about what your bar mitzvah was like? Why is a bar mitzvah given?
So bar mitzvah is given to 13. A bar mitzvah and a bat mitzvah. It's a bar mitzvah for a boy and a bat mitzvah for a girl, and they're given to Jewish kids when they turn 13, and it's supposed to be they're welcoming into manhood or womanhood, and it's a lot of preparation. I had to like read from the Torah and study some things, and everyone was so proud of me, and like the whole synagogue was just full of like family members, some people I haven't even met before, all just congratulating me, and then I went home and there was a massive after party.
What's massive to you? What's a
It was
massive after party? 10
Entire
people,
house,
20 people?
way more than that.
How many people celebrated you?
There's probably like 50 plus people in the house.
Wow, that's amazing. So was it like the best day ever?
Yeah,
Was it really?
it was really good.
Yeah. Now, was there memorization that was involved in this?
A little bit, but I had to like open up the actual Torah and read from Hebrew.
In front of the
reading.
whole congregation?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Were you nervous about that?
yeah, I was nervous. I was like 13. I had to chant some things.
And I'll bet you your parents were super proud. I'll bet you all your family was super proud of you.
They were all very proud.
Did you feel different after that day? Did you feel more confident, more able after you went through that passage, that rite of passage?
I felt like I just like accomplished something. I just like felt really good about it, but I didn't feel very different.
Yeah, yeah. And you spoke about reading from the Torah. What is the Torah?
The Torah.
I honestly don't know. This is all a learning experience to me too. What is the Torah? Tell me and the people at home.
So the Torah is like the Old Testament of the Bible, written in Hebrew. And it's a massive scroll. And every single word in there, you can't touch it with your finger because the ink will like spread all over the page.
Wow.
You have to use a pointer, like little like metal pointer, and then just like read. And there's like spaces and stuff. It's all very, very cool. It's like a massive scroll.
You didn't actually read from a scroll, did you? Was it a
I
scroll?
did.
It was a scroll that you went like this and read from?
No,
Like,
it was
I
like
proclaim.
this, like 50 pounds, 50 plus.
What?
I had to like carry it through the congregation and like walk with it, and then everyone like you.
Were you
kiss it.
carrying a book or were you carrying a scroll?
I was carrying a massive scroll on my shoulder.
This is very interesting to me. Okay, so you had to carry it down the aisleway?
Yeah.
And once you got to the front, you probably went to like a altar kind of thing?
Yeah, kinda. And then I just went back up on the bima. That's what it's called.
Yeah, help me with the words. You went to a bima.
The bima is like the stage, kind of.
Okay, you went up to the bima.
And then I put the Torah. I gave the Torah to the rabbi, who's a Jewish priest, and he put it down, and then I read from it.
How long did it take you to read your passage?
Probably like 5 or 10 minutes.
Wow, you had to read for 5-10 minutes. I imagine you were super nervous.
I was nervous.
But did you do well?
I did well.
Aw.
I hope I did.
Is this the passage that the rabbi designates for each child, or is it one universal passage that each Jewish child is asked to read?
I got a special one because I had a b'nai mitzvah because my sister and I are twins.
Oh, interesting. So your sister and you are twins. So were you both up there together, or was it separately done? Tell me about this process.
So it was separate because they gave me my own passage to read, and then they gave her her own passage to read, and they were two different passages.
And when you went through the process of studying the Torah and studying to have your bar mitzvah, how long did that process go? Did you have to go to classes? Did you have to study on your own? Did your parents help you?
Yeah, we used to go to Sunday school, and we had to take classes with Mrs. Suffren. And Mrs. Suffren, we'd go to her house, and she would prepare us for, it starts with a V, I keep forgetting the passage, but she would help me with it, and we'd study. And then Rabbi Muller, he would check up on us and see how we're doing, and tell us we had to have some of the things memorized.
And how long did this study process take? Months, years, weeks?
Just a few months or weeks.
Wow. And then the culmination was the 50-person massive gathering at your house celebrating you and your sister.
Yeah.
Did people bring gifts to you?
I got so many gifts. I got a lot of checks.
Do they bring you physical gifts or monetary gifts?
What's monetary?
Monetary gifts would be money, and a physical gift would be something that they wrapped.
I got a lot of both,
Both. Mm-hmm.
but I got a lot of gifts.
And your family, do they practice only Hanukkah?
We celebrate all the Jewish high holidays, like Yom Kippur, Rosh Hashanah, Passover, Hanukkah. Yeah.
And you celebrate those together as a family?
Yeah, we do.
Is it a special time for you?
It is, yeah. It's like, it makes me feel special.
Let's circle back to Hanukkah. When is Hanukkah celebrated?
Well, it's different every year. Usually, sometimes it's around Christmas time. One year it was in November.
Interesting. And how do we base the date that it's celebrated on?
I don't know. I've asked my parents. I forget what they told me.
Okay, so it could be celebrated different times of the year. There's no specific date. Like, it's not December 25th every year. It's different times of the year.
Yeah, but I think it has something to do with something.
Right. Okay, and is there anything you're looking forward to celebrating this particular Hanukkah? What with 2020 COVID, quarantine, and the difference in the world? Is there anything special that you're looking forward to?
I don't know if anything special will come from it because COVID's messing everything up.
Yeah.
And I probably won't get to see my family.
You don't think that they'll come in to celebrate?
I think they're afraid to celebrate because of COVID.
That makes my heart really sad.
Yeah.
It makes my heart really sad. But you can still celebrate with just your immediate family
I can celebrate with my
and your
family.
twin sister
I can, yeah.
at your home. And how long does the celebration last for? How long does Hanukkah last for?
It lasts for 8 nights.
8 nights. So a whole week's worth of fun in your household.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Is there anything else, Max, that you'd like to tell the people at home about your Jewish faith, about Hanukkah, or about anything else that we've discussed today? Is there anything else you'd like to tell them?
Jews are not very different from Christianity.
And what do you mean by that? Because that is quite a statement. What Max said was, Jews are not very different from Christians. In my mind, in my heart, I think we are all one. We are all one people. We are humans. We are all mankind. And it really touches my heart to hear you say that. But Max, I want to know you, as a 16-year-old young man, what does that statement mean to you?
I feel like it means people shouldn't look at us differently. And yeah, like you said, we're all one. I don't think that religion makes people who they are. I feel like we make us who we are.
Wow, that really is quite words of wisdom from a 16-year-old young man. Max, Do you feel that you are treated differently as a Jewish person?
I feel like, yeah, there's anti-Semitism, but
Okay, you need to tell me why there's anti-Semitism. How? Give me an example. How are you treated differently?
well, I used to get treated badly for in like 8th grade for being Jewish, and I don't know, it just never made sense to me.
How did they treat you differently?
They would like it was just like, I don't know, it was just bullying.
They bullied you because of your religion.
Yeah.
Was this at Bethel?
Yeah.
In which grade?
8th grade.
8th grade, so middle school. They treated you differently.
Yeah.
Did they isolate you or speak meanly to you, or how did they bully you?
They would just speak meanly to me.
And how did you handle it? How did you resolve that? How did you speak back to them to resolve the conflict?
I didn't. I used to be scared. I'm not really scared. I'm just myself.
Wow. Wow. So I want to repeat what you just said. You used to be scared of the bullies that came at you for your religion. And your own words, you're not scared anymore. You're just you.
Exactly.
Always just be you, Max. Always just be you.
Yeah.
Do you find that there is that in society towards you?
I feel like society likes to look down on people who are different from them. For instance, the Charlottesville neo-Nazis.
Talk to me about that.
Well, when that was going on, my family was scared that something like that would happen around here. And it just doesn't make sense to me.
Tell the people at home what exactly you're referring to in case they don't know what this is about.
A few years ago, there were neo-Nazi marches in Charlottesville, and just screaming like, kill all Jews and stuff.
How did that make you feel?
It made me feel lesser than that.
Makes me sick.
It does.
It made you feel like a lesser person, you say?
Yeah.
Wow, and this was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
But now you don't let their words or their actions affect you?
I just don't listen to society.
That's right. Just be you. Can you very quickly just tell me how the events at the Tree of Life affected you personally and your family?
My family was so hurt by that. The events at the Tree of Life. When I heard about that, I was on a walk with my grandpa because he came in from California, and his friend asked him, "Are you okay?" And I said, "What's happening?" And I go upstairs, and my dad was just crying, and the news was on, and I don't know if I'm gonna get back.
Did you yourself feel unsafe?
I felt hurt. I don't know why people hate on other people.
That's right. Because those people are sick, Max. Those people are sick in the head and they're not right.
I agree.
But you surround yourself with good people and people who raise you up and people who love you for who you are, Max. Right?
Yeah, I agree.
Exactly. I want to talk one more time about Hanukkah. And I want to tell the people at home that Max Schrager is a junior at Bethel Park High School. Max Schrager came to me and asked to speak with me about his Jewish holiday and what it means to him. It was my pleasure talking to Max today, getting his words and his message across to the Bethel Park community and all that will listen. And hopefully those of you at home will hear Max's words. He doesn't want to be treated differently. He doesn't want to be looked upon differently. He just wants to be him. He just wants to be different and unique and special, just like we all are in life. Max, it has been my privilege to sit down with you today.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on. From Bethel Park TV, this is Amy Taylor with Max Schrager saying, have a happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to one and all. Thank you.